Hey guys, how you going? Sorry I've been away for nearly a week. I've been very unwell. Um, Hopefully I'm back, I hope. Oh dear. Anyway, okay guys, I was actually going to save this for my first live video. Was going to talk about Hugh Hefner and the CIA, and I still might do it but what I want to do is read this to you first because you need to sort of have some idea of where I'm coming from with this. This lady, Judith Reisman, is a historian in the destruction of sexuality and love in the family as well. She's been studying this. She found it dates back to 1953. I'm not sure if she's been studying it since 1953, but there is a video in here, guys, that I highly suggest that you watch. It's really interesting. I think she's been studying it since 1953, but it actually began in 1948 at a university somewhere. I should have written that down better. Okay, guys. Anyway, okay, I'll start reading and we'll see where we go from here. Okay, because I will do this. This is the 1,000 subscriber live show I want to do, is talk about this because I think it's important, because this, where we are right now, doesn't happen overnight, and it doesn't even happen in a couple of years. Where we are today happens over time, and it's like social engineering. Well, that's exactly what it is. But okay, every movie we watch, every TV show we watch has a little bit of influence somewhere or another, and they've designed it that way. And if you watch the video in this, there's a video in this, I'll link this down below, and you can watch the video that's inside this article. I highly recommend you watch it because she explains it. Obviously, she's been studying it since 1953. And she can explain it a whole lot better than I can. So I would not be as articulate as she is. So, okay, guys, the disciple of Dr. Alfred Kinsey, Hugh Hefner and the Playboy brand produces child pornography. Hugh Hefner is known to mankind as someone who is celebrated for multiple women in his bed. He is known for sex, and for people of this generation, he's a godlike being, untouchable for his sexual exploits that appear to promote sexual freedoms, specifically in adult women. I will be Kinsey's pamphleteer. I will train other people, tell them the truth about our parents and their sexuality, Reisman says of Hefner. In my new book, we'll take a look at the historical context of homosexual pedophiles who pushed particular agendas within homosexuality, same-sex marriages, and promiscuity in order to arrive at their current pursuit, legalised child molesting. Kinsey is said to be the one who took advantage of men coming home from World War II, changed by their environment, all of America seeking normalcy, and being introduced to a book with false reports of Americans who were sexually free, engaging not only in homosexuality but pedophilia. And apparently the people they studied to come to that conclusion were people who couldn't go to war. And a lot of them, like prisoners, and a lot of them were actually deviants, and that's how they got to that conclusion. Anyway, Hefner trains billions of men worldwide in Kinsey's pedophile-based anti-God third world sex. Few men saw the anti-manhood, the emasculation, the impotence that lurked in the Playboy sex. All pornography creates impotence in the male viewer, Reisman says in one of her seminars. In 1994, Playboy magazine sued Judith Reisman for libel because she said on Dutch television station that Playboy produced child pornography and pushed incest. And when you think about the, girls in school uniforms or seemingly school uniforms, and twins and things like that, and sisters and mothers and daughters, and when, that, what do you think that is? And by the way, it was in Amsterdam, the court case, and Playboy lost. So what does that say about them? So they were produced child pornography and pushed incest, and they lost the case. Playboy did, against the lady they sued for saying it. So what does that tell you? Hugh Hefner admitted to having sex with men in 1971, and the Dutch courts, much more liberal than America, stated that Hefner was producing and sharing child pornography. Judith Reisman, who won the case, invites Hefner to sue her in the United States. Obviously, this was when he was alive. Upon my research, I've learnt that the empire is crumbling and the company is for sale. The research was an investigative analysis of Playboy, Penthouse and Hustler over the period of December 1953 to December 1984 to examine for non-violent, violent and criminal image portrayal and scenario involvement of children. The research reported the findings of 14,854 images of crime and violence and 6,004 images of children, with the predominant group being girls between ages 3 to 11 years, as part of the overall sexual and violent scenario. There were 989 sexual scenarios which included children actively involved with adults, and each magazine portrayed children as unharmed and or benignly affected by the child-adult sex. For related volumes, see NCJ 107147-107149, Judith Reisman, PhD. So the next time you celebrate Hugh Hefner, and assume you want to be like him, understand that he was a homosexual pedophile whose degree in psychology, with 2 minors degree, is creative writing and art. He is the disciple of Dr. Alfred Kinsey, who was a homosexual pedophile, whose research, funded in part by the Rockefeller Foundation and the Department of Justice, molested 317 children. Because he was apparently a sexologist or a sexpert or whatever they call themselves. And to do that, he experimented on 317 children to arrive at the conclusion that it was not harmful. Now that's the video. It's 32 minutes long and I don't want to play it. I don't want to take away from the person who owns it. So definitely I'll go and watch this video. I'll put the link below. Go and watch it. She will explain it a whole lot better than what I can, I'll tell you. I'm not as articulate as that. Resurrection Graves is from the Washington, D.C. area and created a term entitled child sexual abuse grooming, which is different legally than child grooming, which is associated with child trafficking. She's working diligently to make child sex abuse grooming a felony. So, and she also lets you know that they used to have laws against a lot of what we think is okay today. Seduction was against the law. And so was obviously adultery and things like that. So anyway, watch the video, guys, and then let me know what you think. I'll try and do more research onto Hugh Hefner being involved with the CIA. I know he was an asset at the very least. I'm not sure if he was an agent. If anyone knows that, you can put that down below with the link if you can. Yeah, so that's just, I just come across that and thought, no, I have to read it. I can't wait. Because by the time I go live too, there could be, well, there's going to be more information that I've got anyway, so this might be buried in it. But I needed to read this, and you need to go and watch that video. Okay, guys, so hopefully I'm back, and I will definitely talk to you soon. Okay, bye, guys.